Do you aim like a potato and want to actually improve? Then this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, what's up? I'm Vision, and today we're going to talk about something that's a game changer in Valorant: your aim. Whether you're stuck in bronze or grinding for immortal, having a solid aim routine can seriously level up your gameplay. So, grab your mouse, stretch those fingers, and let's dive into my aim training routine that's easy to follow and actually works. First, I will be going over main mouse setting that you should focus on is mouse acceleration. Many people don't even realize that they have this enabled. Just go to mouse settings, go over to additional mouse options, then click on pointer options. Here you can see enhance pointer precision. I highly recommend turning off. If you want consistent aim, mouse accelerations means that your mouse movements, and it improves speed, and it also helps building muscle memory. Alright, before we jump in, let's quickly talk about why you need an aim routine. Valorant isn't just about aim, it's also about strategy, teamwork, and all that jazz. But if you can't hit your shots, none of that matters. A good aim routine will help you build muscle memory, stay consistent, and give you the confidence to take those fights. Plus, if you're tired of getting roasted by your duo for missing those easy headshots, yeah, this is for you. Alright, first things first. Before you even think about jumping into a game, you need to warm up. Trust me, you don't want to start playing cold. It's like trying to play basketball without stretching. You're just asking for failure. For me, the first thing I do is head into the practice range. Now, don't just stand here, flicking around randomly. We're here to work on precision, so start with a few minutes of flick shots. Find a stationary target and work on hitting it quickly and accurately. I recommend starting with easy targets, like the bots, and then slowly cranking up the difficulty. Now, you're probably wondering, how long should I warm up? Honestly, I'd say at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you have time, longer is better. But don't burn yourself out too early. It's about quality, not quantity. Next up, let's talk about crosshair placement. I know you've probably heard this a million times, but it's a game changer. The idea here is to always have your crosshair at head level. Don't just randomly place it wherever. It should be aiming where you expect an enemy to be. Think about it. The less you have to move your mouse, the quicker you can get the shot off. So, when you're walking around the map, imagine where enemies might peek from and adjust your crosshair accordingly. If you're holding an angle, keep it at head level, ready to react in case someone pops out. I know it's tempting to just look at the ground or at walls while moving, but this is something that'll seriously improve your aim over time. Get into the habit of always keeping it at the right height, and trust me, it'll start to feel natural. Now, let's get into some actual aim training. I know not everyone has time to hop into custom games or run around with bots, so if you're pressed for time, use AimLab or Kovacs FPS Trainer. These programs are awesome for tracking progress, and they have routines specifically made for Valorant, which is even better. If you don't want to leave the game though, you can always use Valorant's practice range. Here's a routine that works for me. Start with static targets. Set the bots to stand still and work on headshots. Take your time with each shot, precision over speed. Aim for the head and try to get the shot off as quickly as possible without sacrificing accuracy. Dynamic targets. After warming up with static ones, move on to the dynamic targets. These bots will move side to side, so this is a great chance to work on flick shots. Take note of how quickly you can flick to them and still land the shot. tracking. For the last part of your training, work on tracking moving targets. Try to follow the bots with your crosshair without overcompensating or jerking your mouse. Small, smooth movements are key here. You can repeat these exercises for around 10 to 15 minutes. Once you get into the groove, you'll notice your aim getting more precise and consistent. Okay, so you've warmed up, your crosshair's on point, and your aim is feeling good in training. But how do you actually apply all this to a real game? In a real match, the game changes, right? You've got the pressure of the moment, your teammates, and of course, those enemy players who want to headshot you from across the map. So here's what I do in every game to stay sharp. Play smart angles. When you're holding angles or peeking, don't just rush out. Try to predict where the enemy might be based on common angles or positions. If you're peeking a corner, hold the angle a little bit before you actually peek out. It'll give you a split-second advantage. Don't overreact. It's easy to panic when you see an enemy, but stay calm. If you overreact or jerk your mouse too much, you'll miss. Just focus on moving your crosshair to the head quickly and smoothly. Use your utility wisely. Valorant's a tactical game, so make sure you're using your abilities to gain an advantage. Flash or smoke an area before you peek. It's not just about aim, it's about positioning too. One last thing before we wrap up. Don't forget about the mental side of aiming. I get it. Sometimes you just feel like you're on a slump, or you miss every shot, but don't let that mess with your head. If you get frustrated, your aim will just get worse. Take a deep breath, reset, and focus on the basics. If you're having an off game, that's okay. Just make sure you don't carry that negativity into the next round. Also remember that aiming is just one part of the game. Communication, map awareness, and positioning are just as important. So don't let yourself get tunnel-visioned on just hitting the shots. Focus on the bigger picture. All right, that's all I've got for today's aim routine guide. Hopefully, you found something here that you can add to your own routine. Remember, it's all about consistency. If you put in the time, you'll see results. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Valorant content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or tips of your own to share. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your aim. See you in the next one.